This is Advisorpedia at the Fearless Investing Summit, presented by Nitrogen, and we're here with Samantha, who's the Chief Evangelist at FMG. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
You've been traveling the globe a little bit, speaking at different conferences.
Yes, I was just at the CISI in the UK.
What are you learning out there that you can bring back to us in financial services?
So there's a really interesting story I came across while I was there. So in London, have you ever heard of the restaurant Bob Ricard?
I have not.
Okay, so it was started by somebody from Ogilvy, right? He was a creative director at Ogilvy, and he left Ogilvy and wanted to start a restaurant. And he was thinking about how could he move some really high profit margin items. And so he decided, okay, champagne. Let's focus on champagne. We're going to be a restaurant known for champagne. Well, getting people to buy champagne on a Monday or Tuesday night is pretty difficult. People are like just going to have dinner, not necessarily celebrating. And so he came up with the idea to install a press for champagne button at every single table. And you press the button and it's like the Amazon one-click. All of a sudden a server appears with flutes of champagne. And it not only became, removing friction and getting people to buy this high-end item, but also it became an Instagram thing, right? People want to take a picture. Everybody's talking about, you go there and you press for champagne. And so I heard this story and loved it because I thought, for advisors, how can we, A, remove friction, getting people to do what we want them to do, and B, how can we create these remarkable moments, right? A moment so interesting, so good, that people want to talk about it, share it, take pictures of it, post about it.
That's great. A couple years ago, I always learned something from you. You were talking to me about a zero-click world.
Yes.
What are you going to tell me this year that I really need to know about?
So right now, what I'm really paying a lot of attention to is with, the advent of AI just exploding in the last year. We go online, we search for things on Google, and there are more than 60% of searches on Google end without a click. People just get the answer from AI and they leave, right? Furthermore, some of the executives at Google have been reporting that they're paying attention to Gen Z and millennials, not even going to Google, but instead going to Instagram or TikTok or YouTube to search, and they're calling this social search. So the combination of zero-click and AI answers on Google and social search, the move to social search, is really changing the landscape for how businesses get found. And so it's sort of the Wild West when it comes to SEO. We're really paying attention to what strategies are going to move in to fill that vacuum.
Personal branding. You see a lot of it on LinkedIn. Some do it well, some do it not so well. What are some guidelines? Because advisors are all over the place about it.
Yeah, I think one of the things to constantly think about is people switch firms. There's M&A, there's constant change. And if you really want to succeed in the long run, you need to have your own personal brand in addition to your business having a brand. Furthermore, people connect with people. I can post to the cows come home on behalf of FMG, but if I post it to my own page, I will get such a higher engagement rate because people know it's Samantha Russell. And so there just isn't enough that can be said about personal branding. That being said, if you are part of a larger firm, you need to pay attention to what are the guidelines, what is the vibe of that firm, and not go so off the rails that you no longer fit in anymore. So I definitely think it's a balance, but I would never tell someone to not cultivate a personal brand. And for businesses, I think the businesses that allow their advisors to create them are the ones that are going to be the most successful.
Samantha, I always learn something. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.